Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Hey everybody, it's me, Doug. By everybody I mean nobody. I'm using StreamYard, so I can't just sit here forever and wait with some cool music playing and stuff. I usually just sit here and ramble until somebody shows up, sing songs, whatever. Got me some blue drink, Pure Life water, pretty decent. Put some blue mix in it, shake and drink. Kind of looks like toilet bowl cleaner though. Blue stuff. We got Joe in the chat. He says, "Great job on over 1,000 on day one." Thanks, Joe, man. You had a big hand in that, and I really appreciate it. Really cool really cool to do that much on day one. I'm really proud of that. I'm hoping from here we can just keep going up. Phones are booping. Here I am, boo boo, boo boo, rock you like a hurricane. Boo doo, boo boo. I know I sing the same songs every time I do this. I don't know why. Etc. Thank you for being a friend. Boo 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 boo. Travel down the road and back again. Just me and you. You're a friend and a confidant. I don't know if that's even all the right words to the first verse or whatever. I don't really care. Don't really care. Hoping some more people drop in. Thanks, man. I think that's one thing that really helped, like you and everybody else sharing and stuff. It seemed like a lot of like half of the backers came from Twitter links. The other halves came from Kickstarter, which doesn't mean people didn't go to Kickstarter and search for Lone Wolf. But still, like I said, over half came from Twitter, so I thought that was really cool. And that's all of us sharing links and stuff. And that's just what we got to do. Just hammer down on it. And like, I want this to be like I posted it on Twitter. I want this to be a success for me and you guys. Because I mean, you're a part of that. You back the book and you become a part. You're a part of everything that we do. And you can be like, hey, man, you'll have your wall with art on it. You'll be like, yeah, I'm helping make Psychotron and Lone Wolf happen. Point to the cover art that you're on. I mean, these big, huge crowd funds, they're just kind of heartless. You know, it's got like they're like, wow, we're at 500,000. It's like, you know, I mean, are you more than you? Are you really a part of that? Or are you just a random consumer? You know, are you jumping on because you love the medium and you believe in the product, or you just want to just buy something? Yeah, Joe says he backs good independent books. Man, like one thing I like, and don't get me wrong, I like Batman, I like Spider Man. I've got a bunch of old stuff that I love to read. I read it from time to time. Um, but I want something different. That's one thing I like about indie comics. There's no rules. People trying to impose rules just need to get out of the way. You just need to ignore those people. And there's no rules. We can do whatever we want. We can letter how we want. We can do whatever we want. And that's something I think that's a hurdle for some people. But that's one thing I love about indie comics, and I also love that people are just doing these crazy ideas, just whatever they want. I want to see some more stuff, more stylized stuff. I want to see stuff that stands. Just if you put it in a comic shop, it'd be like, "What is this?" You know what I mean? Um, like I think if you see Psychotron, you'll be it's got the same kind of vibe. You know, it'll fit in with the superhero books, but still, it's just so them covers are just like bam, and it's more old school colors instead of these new darker, overshadowed, muted tones, and it's like everything's got a dark shadow on it. It's all like mysterious, you know. Our comics are like bam, and then Lone Wolf with its black and white, I think looks really good. Uh, I'm actually like after Lone Wolf 1 sells out that first print, if I ever reprint it in color, I think I'm going to go more for a Hellboy type deal. Just the solid, like, flats. I just think that would look really cool. Thanks, Joe. Well, Ashton Jack on here. I don't know if I said that yet or not. Hey, buddy. Yeah, the first Lone Wolf, like, that seems like so long ago. Jeff did a really good job on that. Jeff's art really stands out. But Jeff is like, he's super busy. People really should commission him for more oil paintings, though, because the dude is a madman. But as far as comic book work, he's like working on like 2 books right now. And, you know, he Lone Wolf, I can't keep a professional. I can't keep a full time artist full time employed. Like I can afford to pay for some stuff here and there, but yeah, I want the book to be more stylized. Like I think I think our stuff kind of has even like Eric and everybody. I think our stuff has that. If it was all black and white, it would have that old school Mirage Ninja Turtles kind of vibe to it. And I like that. I like just just the overall indie vibe. Um, but I want to take it a step farther. I want the books just to be just whatever we want. Uh, I'm actually. Uh, I was talking to an artist about doing Lone Wolf 2, and this guy was a full time artist. And like I said, I can't afford to pay a full time artist, and I feel like they get bored because I can like what I can afford is maybe 1 page a month, and at that point, it's going to take me 2 years to pay for a single issue, maybe 2 pages a month. Ashton Jackal says I may be the #1 collector of Lone Wolf. I believe I have every cover and every book, multiples or something. That's awesome, dude. Dude, like you've been like super supportive of me, and we did that really cool interview video on that you did post on YouTube. That was that was really cool. I really like the way you done that. Like you two guys are like super indie comics guys that are in here right now. We've got some more viewers, but they're not active in the chat, I don't think. Oh, we got Skinny in here. What's up, Skinny?
I'm being all like Chinese and stuff today because I need to go get my glasses. Let me.
I should have put mine on. I didn't do it. I'm able to see. This eye right here has been giving me heck for like weeks now. It's probably infected and gonna fall out of my head. I don't know.
What, your tooth?
No, my eyeball.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that too.
been giving me some real bad
I was about to
problems.
say, I thought your tooth already fell out.
I've got multiple teeth. They like didn't fall completely out. They're just chunks of them in there.
Yeah, actually, I went to the dentist last week because my back molar on my left side here, I only had like a quarter of it left.
Yeah,
Um, but I have a big problem. I'm missing both of my back. back top 2 molars, and it's not because I don't take care of my teeth. It's because I grind my teeth at night, and I ended up just breaking those teeth to pieces, man. Just overnight, just grinding your teeth and stress.
Yeah, see, I do that, and then like my teeth didn't have enough room, so they just started pushing together and
Yeah.
breaking. Then I've got one over here that is like the bottom of it is like starting to come out of the gums, like
Oh,
sideways,
I have
where
the
it's like
same
pushed like that.
tooth.
That
Because like
sucks.
when my wisdom teeth grew in, they grew in pushing up against all of my other
Mm-hmm.
teeth, and it caused them all to like, yeah, down here's
That's
a
what mine are
mess,
doing.
man. Yeah, so you're not the
Like my
only one.
top,
Don't feel bad about that.
my top teeth aren't that bad, but man, them bottom ones are just like, and like it's just no good.
Yeah. I think I probably would have gotten braces or something if my parents could have afforded them, but I think they could only afford to do it for one child.
Uh, like we never had insurance, so like we didn't go to the dentist unless like it was an emergency. And my teeth were fine until I got no joke. My wisdom teeth didn't start coming in probably till I was 18. Didn't have any cavities, no nothing. I was going to work one day and like jaw had been hurting real bad, and I just reached up in my mouth where those teeth were pushing together, and a chunk of tooth just fell out.
Oof.
And then from 18 to probably about 25, 26, been nothing but like teeth problems. Now they're all like they kind of fit in there, but they're all janky looking.
I got mad because like as soon as I got over like COVID and went back to work, and I felt bad because I've missed a lot of work because of like COVID or, stuff going on with my wife. My job understands and everything, but it's just aggravating as all hell because, like, as soon as I get over all this shenanigans and I go into work, while I'm at work, that tooth starts aching. And I'm like, son of a bitch. If it's not one thing, it's another. So now I'm like, now I got to miss more. Luckily, I just made an appointment and I only missed like 2 hours of work by getting out early to get to the dentist. But still, it's annoying, man. It's like life is like, it's a test of endurance, man. It
Yeah,
really is. It's like, how much crap can this guy handle until he finally breaks and starts shooting up malls?
we got Neo Star Productions in the chat. He says, "How's it going, Phil?" It's going pretty good. Lone Wolf 1 fully funded in 7 minutes,
Lone
and
Wolf 1?
Lone Wolf 2, excuse me. Sorry,
I
I'm
thought we
brain
went
damaged.
back in time.
We did. If I could turn back time, let me put my thong on and dance around for
I will find a
no
way.
way. Stupid Cher.
I hate.
Uh,
I don't know why gay people like Cher so much. Is it because she sounds like a man?
I
Because
don't
Miley
know.
Cyrus is kind of like that too, where she has that manly voice.
Yeah, I honestly believe Cher though is a robot.
She probably is, but
Remember that song where she was singing and it like was a robot voice? That was her real voice.
I'll never forget how much South Park made fun of that song too, where they were like,
Yeah. Oh
uh,
man. Joe says, "Please don't wear a thong on your stream." Don't worry, I won't.
I already am, sir.
Yes, Skinny always does. But yeah,
Mama
dude, like
always told me life was like a box of chocolates. You know, sometimes it's a
today,
chocolate covered piece of caramel, sometimes it's a chocolate covered turd.
Lone Wolf 2 in one day uh, has done better than Psychotron did on Kickstarter. So I'm really
Well,
excited about that.
I'm just hoping that a little bit is what I was telling you about. It's just harder to sell number ones.
Yeah,
And it's a lot easier to sell number two because then people are like, oh, they're actually going to make more?
yeah. Well, like I believe I'm gonna start lettering because I've got several artists and I'm gonna put them to work, and they're gonna be drawing stuff while I do letters.
Uh-oh.
So maybe I can get multiple books out. You know,
We need to get you a stretch goal so we can get you some hooked on phonics to make sure you don't mess up.
I'll trust me, I'll mess up. I'll have to have like 3 different editors.
If you do,
Yep.
it's okay.
Joe said I really like Cyclotron. Can't wait for part 2. Yeah, I thought Cyclotron turned out pretty good. Pretty, really tickled with our books.
I
Dude,
like the
no,
deluxe edition a lot.
yeah, man, that thing turned out really good. Those covers and stuff.
Well, just the bonus content alone, man.
Yeah, Fly Fox did a really good job on that story.
That was a really good idea to have like a deluxe version of your book. I really enjoyed that, man.
Oh, see, and I did that with this new one too, even though it's black and white. I put it $8,000. Will go color. I don't honestly expect to hit $8,000, but if we do, I guess I'll have to get the book. I'll just color it with crayon.
It's on Facebook, honey. Yeah, I'm really happy that you're already doing better than Psychotron. Like I was saying, I really do hope that it's just what we were talking about, where it's just hard to get a #1 because so many are out there and so many come out, never happen again. And when people see Lone Wolf 2, they're like, oh man, there's
Yeah,
going to be more.
yeah, I think Psychotron 2 will definitely do better too.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're doing really good right now. What are you at? I need to pull you up.
Last time I checked, it was 1116.
Let's see. Lone Shark.
I put the Kickstarter app on my phone. We're at
I did too.
1151 now.
I am going to give you a very firm warning about Kickstarter. Okay. They will send you an email update every time somebody likes your campaign, or if you put out an update, if they like or comment that on that, they will send you an email. What Quick Kickstarter does not send you emails about is if somebody sends you a direct message.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
Which
That's
really aggravates me because I've accidentally ignored a couple of customers.
Yeah. Well, we got Miss Skinny in here, and we've got old Larry in here. What's up, Larry?
not much.
What's up, Miss Skinny?
Not much here either.
I'm just hanging out here at this place drinking blue drink. It's good. Tastes like blue.
That's the best flavor.
Yeah. It makes me think. It makes me feel like being a little kid. You know, it's like I like the blue drink. I like red. What flavor you want? Red.
I got the red drink.
But see, if you get an orange drink, it's orange flavored.
Yeah.
Purple drink though ain't perfect. Ain't everything else is not.
Well, I have 3 unread messages on Kickstarter, so there you go. Like I warned you about, dude. I didn't even know they were there.
Yeah.
Oh no, I looked them up. They're fine.
No.
It's just people are being like, hey, what's going on? And I'm about to tell them. I actually just got the email today that they finally shipped me my books, so I'll get my books by Saturday.
My God.
Yeah, holy crap,
Yeah.
And
I hope you don't mind I sent Mrs. Skinny the link, Doug.
No, I don't care. Mrs. Skinny's always welcome here.
Yay.
Is that your steel covers? Is that what you're talking about? Those ones that got delayed?
That's the naughty covers that I was waiting on, because I had to do them as a separate order, because since it's a limited print run, the 100, I had them numbered.
Oh.
And I don't know if I just got lost in the mix or something. I'm trying not to be mad at Comics Wellspring because I like them a lot, but it has been a frustrating experience. But I'm hoping to just chalk it up to COVID craziness.
Could be, yeah.
and probably they got overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff more than likely. So I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
I'm not even frustrated with the situation at this point. I'm just glad to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel because I've been waiting to launch issue 3
Yeah.
for while I've been waiting on these books because that's already done beyond the lettering. Hey Doug, you want some practice lettering?
I don't know if I want any yet.
Yeah.
When I get I keep saying when and if and all this stuff, and then I went and got a puppy, and the puppy takes all my free time now. It's like, I'm going to do all this stuff. Let me get a puppy first.
Well, if you need help, just let me know. Like, like not like before.
Well,
where I just like overwhelmed, but like if you need help like learning Clip Studio and where you're to go to get fonts or stuff like that,
now
I still got to get that thing sent to you.
I will
just
need help finding
remembered
some good fonts. But Ashton Jackal sent me this tablet, that you hook into your computer, and you can. So I was going to like hand draw all the balloons and stuff.
You could do
Pretty,
that.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because, I can have some cool looking balloons instead of just using my mouse.
Originally, that's what screwed up the lettering in issue 1 was I had the artist hand draw the balloons, and the artist had no idea what that character was going to say. And I had no room or too much room.
So you're getting ready to launch the next book.
Mhm.
And Larry, where are you at on launching your next book? You pretty close?
I just got page 7 in for inks, so I'm pretty far away. So
Okay, I saw where you were working on the colors not too long ago, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I started coloring because I didn't want to have to do it all at once at the end. So I'm just doing it periodically as I get pages when I can. So
cool.
I am working on another book though, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
There's also a third book that's being made that a lot of people aren't. But
that's right.
Cassie Blonde, he's trying to get number 4 made. He's got 3 books. If you go out and buy them on Indie Planet, that will help him make his 4th one. I've tried to talk to him about compiling like at least these 3 and throwing them as a trade on Kickstarter or something. I'm like, dude, you've already paid for the work.
That's just leaving money on the table, really.
Just do
it. If he's worried about like, handling the shipping and stuff, there's quite a few people that could help him out with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been trying to ease him into it. I'm like, yeah, man, come on, It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. You've already paid for the work. The work's already done. I think he thinks he needs a bunch of variant covers and stuff too.
A lot of people think that.
But even then, since the work's already done, you could sink a little money into a couple of covers.
Sure.
Neo Star Productions says, I've been meaning to get me a dog myself. Well, I got 2 dogs now.
Check my messages. Where am I checking my
messages? They driving me crazy.
Dogs are great, though. If I had time, I would get one, too. So
I claim they're driving me crazy, but honestly, man, the last 4 days, I've done nothing but hang out with my dogs and had an absolute blast. Probably the best time I've had in a long time.
Nice.
Sorry, I tuned out because Eric just tripped me out. He's like, Skinny, check your messages, but I didn't read in a minute. So I'm like checking every platform I talked to Eric on. I'm like, what's this old man talking about?
It's like, what is it? What? He's messaged you on Kickstarter wanting to know where his book's at.
They're not sending me emails. That is really weird because I did complain about that too. Like when they did the little survey thing after your campaign, I'm like, hey, maybe you guys should like start alerting me when I get private messages instead of just, like expecting me to know, like Miss Cleo.
Yeah. Someone sent me a message.
Okay, there we go. Eric sent me a message. Oh, that looks cool, man. They're like, why is Skinny like pretending to be a cat?
Hey, you know what we need to do, Skinny? We need to get some kind of short. It doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter how long it is, but we need to get a Halloween book together or some kind of Halloween book.
I'm down. Like, I can always get Carlos to work on some stuff. He's always he likes working on Otis, but he's always excited to try different genres
Hey.
and stuff too.
Hey, the future is 8-page comics with non-stop action on them. That's what the future is.
I thought it was
Gen-
4-page comics.
generated by AI. That's yeah.
No joke. I've been thinking, honestly,
Yeah.
and we keep trying to make comics that conform to everybody else's rules and all this stuff.
Right.
I'm thinking about dividing my comics up into chapters,
Yeah.
like 10-page chapters. Like a book will have multiple chapters in it, but I'm thinking about changing the format up a little bit.
You're free to do that.
You can
I
do
mean,
whatever
I mean,
the
like-
hell you want, man. That's the
Exactly.
beauty of it, you know. Like yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know if my format is any different, but
I don't know.
I just had the title page, then it's just a story, and like, I don't know. I could see it working. I mean, if you want to do it, it sounds like a neat
Well, see
idea. I say
what
do
I'm
it,
thinking.
but-
What I'm thinking, like the first part
Are
of the
you
story.
selling 2-chapter books? Because that's going to be a hard sell. I guess this book's only 2 chapters long.
Well, I mean,
Like, I'm
what I'm
sorry,
thinking
Doug,
is
but-
like you start the book with a splash page, and that's like your cover. I mean, you got a cover, but you got a splash page. You do 10 pages, another splash page. You get to the second part of the story, so on and so forth. You know, that's just I don't know. I've been toying with changing my format up to where that maybe I could just if somebody just wanted to read 10 pages, I could have a free chapter here and there every once in a while. Somebody would be like, "Oh, here's this little standalone chapter I can check out." I don't know. I'm toying with different
Well-
ideas. I'm trying to come up with something different.
It
Like, what
sounds
I've
kind of
been
like how they
kind of
do web comics, but you know, like
Yeah, it kind of does sound like that.
yeah.
Maybe you should just do that in a different format. Like, this is what I was talking about actually on your stream at one point when I was bringing up the chick tracks. And what I was thinking about doing was taking my first issue and digitally, like, taking it up and kind of just slaughtering it and cutting it up to where it can fit on these little chick track pages and everything. So maybe your chapter can just be like, you know, the first 10 pages of a certain issue, because like I've been posting usually on my issues, like the first 12 pages, I'll usually like post those on Twitter or something in a thread for people. And that's kind of considered a chapter because, like, I don't know, the narrative kind of bounces around a little bit.
My second idea, you know how you go in the bathroom and there's a paper towel dispenser?
Yeah.
One of those, but fill it with my comic book. So somebody comes in and they wash it and they pull it down and they go, "Hey, what's this?" And they read it.
Or they just wipe their hands on it.
Yeah.
Well, the chick track thing would be because they're incredibly cheap to make. Like the ones I did for Fly Fox, I think I was paying less than 80 cents a sheet, and each sheet was one.
Good.
So
Yeah.
I could easily just buy a bunch of them. Well, it wasn't even that. I think I maxed out how many I could get before the price rises, because it doesn't go up by like individuals. It's like if you buy 10, this is what you pay. 15,
Yeah.
yada yada.
Yeah.
Well,
So
what if we make really generic manga and like use AI?
Yeah, that might work, but it might not. It depends on your attitude going into it.
I know. Yeah.
Or maybe we could like build our platform on like hot takes and attacking other creators instead of talking about our books, and then wonder why people aren't buying our books.
That's one way to do it, I suppose.
We could,
Dude, honestly,
this is indie. There's no wrong way to do things.
It's
so-
true. It's true. There is no wrong way to do things. So.
I really think the reason that I've had the success I had today was just from everybody talking about, like me sharing and everybody sharing and talking about my book,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like a bunch. And I know a lot of people's like, well, I don't want to post too much because I don't want. I could make a post and you might not see it till next week. So if I make 5,000 posts a day and you see one of them, I mean, what's the big deal? If you see multiple posts, two things are going to happen. You're either going to go and look at my post and check out my book, or you're going to mute me. And if you're going to mute me, you're not there to buy my book to begin with.
Yeah,
Right.
So I'll share it 10,000 times if I have to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. A lot of people don't need. Like, you need to show your book, man. You're the only one who's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not me being negative. It's just you gotta annoy people sometimes. Like, you don't need to worry about that. You gotta take
Well-
yourself out of that and get into a different mindset.
A lot of people worry about spoilers and stuff, but I kind of got over that a while ago.
I used to worry about that too.
Yeah. I don't think it matters. Like I go on that stream every week almost and read my like entire scripts. So if anybody wanted to know what was going on, like ahead of time, you know, before I even start getting it drawn. So
I'm going to get mad at you about spoilers now.
yeah.
I'm
Spoilers.
gonna
Spoil-
say,
spoiled it.
Don't spoil it for me, man.
that's
Wait,
also one thing I try to do. Like, you were talking about format. What I usually try to do is I try to have like maybe the first 8 pages or so. And I know I was saying I let people read them, but I always have this mindset going into every issue that I want to have like a smaller story, basically, that's meant to draw people into the larger book. And
Yeah.
that's what I try to do with every issue, is to have that
Sure.
shorter kind of section that's meant to have some action and to draw people in, or something happening. Like, it's not always action. Sometimes
Wow.
it is, but
there should be something happening.
sometimes it's
That's
just something weird, and it's like, what? And they're like, I gotta know what the hell's going on. Like,
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy's-
thinking about doing a fight scene that's like 25 pages.
200-page fight scene. No.
That's just too short, man. You got to go for like 90 pages on your
90
fight
pages
scenes.
of fight scenes.
90.
Yeah.
That's the magic number, sir.
My 200-page book is 100 pages of fight scene.
Like, speaking of
Firefox.
fight scenes,
Yeah.
like issue 3 is mostly a fight scene, I will say, but that's
Oh, but
Dude,
It's
I was
gonna be
I was
fine.
kind of going to do that with my issue 3. The whole thing being a fight scene,
I mean,
except for the flashbacks.
mine pretty much is too, honestly, because it's been building to it. So, you know,
It's got to be a Dragon Ball Z one though.
actually,
3
there,
issues. And
there's like huge Dragon Ball Z references in it, and I just noticed it when I saw the pictures based on the script, and I'm like, oh, I was obviously like, you know, honing my inner Dragon Ball Z here. Because Buddy's like dodging punches, just standing still, and then he's like charging up, and I'm like, oh crap. Anyway, like,
and like issue 3
Yeah.
for Otis, like it starts with introducing the Fuds, which I thought was, I'm really proud of that. The Federal Union of Detectives.
yeah, it's pretty
They're
funny.
not feds, they're Fuds.
Firefox Pro says Marmaduke fan is drawn every page on video. He does every element of his production on screen. That's pretty cool. I mean, that
is
way
cool,
you can
yeah.
document your the creation of your book.
at least people know he's working, right?
That's true.
Yeah, he's not not smoking
Stream
weed
for-
and sitting on YouTube. No, playing video
Some-
games, skinny. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't have any free time.
You can't. You could be shipping right now.
I
There's
don't- I
non-existent books that like.
I also don't think people don't realize that, like, when my wife and I game together, that's like our quality time. Like,
Exactly.
despite
Well-
what I'm doing in comics, I'm always going to have to set aside quality time for my wife.
Can't be working like
I'm
20
just a lucky enough guy that my wife likes video games too. So our
Yeah.
quality time tends to be us playing video games together.
Well, I mean, like, are you? There's at some point there's only so much work you can do.
exactly.
Yeah,
Are you
like
not allowed to
I'm
do anything, or you just
waiting.
have to sit there until everything's done?
Yeah,
It's like I
I'm
can't enjoy
waiting
life. I have
on
to sit
books
here.
to come in the mail, and then
Nope,
like
you have to sit there.
Right.
I mean, that's why I'm here
Like,
right now. So.
maybe if I meditate and concentrate really hard, I can get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
United States Postal Service to move faster.
That's how it works, right?
I gotta do
Actually,
like
you
that.
should be walking towards them right now.
I should be remote
Put your book
queuing
halfway.
my books in
Delivered,
production is
hand
what I should
delivered
be
books.
doing.
That's your new gimmick. Yeah.
But the really
Skinny will
funny
personally
thing
hand
about
deliver
that
your
story Larry kind of brought up was somebody did complain that I guess I have time to smoke doobies and play games, but not ship books. And then, like, I think, what was it, 2 days
2
later, he
days
gets his book in the mail.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was
Oh.
already on the way, man. Like,
Yeah. Oh
I
my
don't like
god.
do it. Sometimes I'll do like packing streams, but when it comes to like printing labels and stuff, I don't like doing that on stream. For
Yeah,
one,
I don't either.
I don't want to risk like seeing
Yeah.
a really weird name and saying that and kind of doxing that person accidentally. I want to avoid that, and also like I'm flipping through all kinds of different tabs. It's something I have to have my whole concentration on that.
Yeah,
That's not something I feel like I should be streaming. Maybe packing up the books, I'll do that, and then like write it off. But
I don't know about you, but I have to look at addresses like 6 times to make sure that they're right. Because that's just me. But
I go through it, I'll pack them up, and I'll write their backer number on it.
that's a good
And
idea.
then the doing the shipping labels is an entirely different process. Once I built up enough books to make it worth
It
changing my whole.
To me, it
organization.
depends. Like I've done a few streams where I was actually printing shipping labels, but it
Mhm.
was just like I had like a million of one book. Like it wasn't like certain packages or anything split up. So it was real
Mhm.
simple, and I just streamed and would just copy and paste addresses. But like if I've got like a ton of books and it's all different packages marked with different stuff, I can't really
Yeah.
sit, do
Yeah,
that.
you got to concentrate. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying personally, I don't like streaming myself
mean,
doing that.
Nobody
kind of
really,
stuff.
nobody has proof that you actually are shipping anything. For all they know, you're playing a computer game.
Yeah, I know it's kind of funny, and books just magically
You just reach
show
over and
up.
grab something every once in a while. Oh, that's a label. Or whatever.
Here I am surrounded by everybody else's books.
Yeah.
I like doing packing streams though because it makes it go by a lot quicker.
It'd be
Oh,
more
yeah.
fun if I was in a better place and had more room and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not in the cards for me.
I don't know where I'm going to pack my books now. I'm getting rid of my kitchen table.
Well, I did
are.
do a few packing streams where I was actually just boxing the books up for printing labels later. It's just hard, man, because like at least because I'll do a lot of my packing and shipping like when I get off of work,
Yeah.
and I'm just tired. I don't want to sit around and set everything up.
Like when
But
the hell
it's
else
funny.
would you do it, right?
It's just
Yeah.
funny how just like that guy complained, and then like 2 days later his book shows up, and it's like egg
Man.
on face.
That guy. He's a piece of work. Yeah.
I
That's
mean, I
funny.
know I'm late, but if you actually read my updates, you should know exactly what's going on and where we're at.
Exactly. That's why I was like, did you read his updates? I don't even know. Like,
Well, I had
I knew
stopped
you updated
shipping
it.
books for like a week and a half because I
Yeah.
had COVID at that time, and
That's what I said to him. He's like, you should have got. Hey, do you want Skinny's COVID infected book? Is that what you want? I was like,
well, I was too sick. I felt too bad too. I didn't
Oh, I
want to do
know.
that crap when I'm sick.
exactly.
Doug's over here like, I'll do it with pneumonia.
I'm always sick. That's it. It don't make a difference. I'm just waiting to die.
I do need to figure out a better system because that copy paste thing it's a pain in the butt because I have this touchpad on my laptop. It'd probably be a lot easier if I actually had a mouse. I
Yeah.
have one somewhere.
Well, one thing it'd help is if I understood technology better, because you can import like all that stuff into most things.
Yeah, the
but I'm too
CSV
stupid to-
file or whatever the hell they call it.
I
Yeah.
can't get those goddamn things to work. So,
Don't
Yeah.
say that, Larry.
it's true.
Well, no, you can say that.
Oh,
I try to keep my streams on the PG there, Larry.
hey, now that's a PG curse.
Maybe up there in Canada,
Yeah.
you liberal socialist Canadian.
I know. It's bad.
We got Dave in the chat. What's up, Dave?
Uh-oh.
Do I hear
Yeah,
cats?
Yeah, you do. We're waiting on an appointment to get her spayed. So sadly, I have to deal with the horny moans when she's in heat until then.
Yeah.
How old does a dog have to be before you can get them spayed?
You can do it whenever. I was told you had to wait a year, but then the vet told me not to do that. So I don't know.
It depends on your vet, because
Yeah.
some of them they won't do it before their first heat
Yeah.
because the tube is too small for them to tie.
I don't really want my dog to have a first heat.
Yeah.
You don't.
I don't-
You just have to find a vet that'll do it
Yeah,
beforehand.
Really, all you have to do.
There's
mean, I've
no
got-
risk factor versus waiting. So
I've got a little while because Sasha's just 15 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a little while.
You just need to call and talk to your vet about it, though.
Yeah.
mhm.
And say, look, hey, I got a dog. She's 6.
Well, I need to-
old.
I probably need to go anyways because our vet, I think, is 6 weeks. Like there's not 6 weeks. There's a 6-month wait.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
and also we have there's a pet sanctuary here, and they sponsor that. So I probably could fill out a thing, get a grant to have them pay for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna do
idea.
that. See, I was going to have Axel fixed. I got Axel, and the people told me that he wasn't fixed and all this stuff. Things I almost think they may have stole Axel because all these things didn't add up. But I did have him checked for microchip and everything, and I never saw, nobody was missing a dog, and I wouldn't give him back now. You'd have to fight me for him.
Sometimes people are just naturally suspicious, too, Doug.
Well, what's weird,
that does
dude,
happen once in a while.
I
Just
took
like
him.
Skinny. Yeah.
I took him to have him fixed. Like he still has, like,
The sack.
yeah, it's still there. And they went to put him under and everything, and they was checking, and they was like, yeah, the sack's there, but he's already been fixed. Like I was like, okay, so
Maybe they just forgot because
I don't know. This guy was kind of shady, man.
Oh God.
What's funny is after I got Axel, they wanted a small rehoming fee. I give them $100. I take Axel. As soon as I get Axel, I forgot to ask him about when's the last time he had his shots, all that stuff. I start messaging them and they block me. They won't message me and they block me.
Oh.
So I was like, I think this
Uh-oh.
dog might be stole. Either that or they just didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People
They-
sometimes just
They
don't
probably
care.
expected behavior issues.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was, because if you don't know huskies, some people they get confused. Huskies, they growl a lot, they're real vocal,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they misunderstand that as aggression.
Right.
So the dog could have growled at one of their kids, or I mean, Axel growls at everybody. It's not a if you heard it like not paying attention, you might think he was mad, but that's just the way huskies are. We've got like
Yeah.
several of them, and they do that.
Hmm.
And so I almost wonder, like you're saying, they could have thought, well, hey, this dog's going to kill this guy, but we'll get rid of him.
Yeah. That's the first thing that popped into my head is they were like, "Oh crud, they want to give this dog back."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably what it was. Because I started asking questions, and it's like, nope.
Yeah.
Bye. Sorry.
No refunds.
Yep. He's your dog now. I swear, though, I don't know. Like, you couldn't ask for a better dog. You really couldn't. I don't know
Well,
why anybody
there's a
want to get rid of
difference.
him.
A lot of people don't know huskies, and you do.
Yeah.
And there's things that huskies do that some people just
Yeah.
can't deal with.
Well, some people also think if they get a dog, all dogs are the same, no
Right.
matter the breed. I used to be that dumb. I used to think, oh, it's a dog. Dogs
Yeah.
do.
And
I mean-
huskies are a working breed. They need a lot more exercise than
Exactly.
a chihuahua.
Exactly.
I hate chihuahuas.
My uncle had pit bulls, but he kept them inside and wondered why they destroyed his couch.
I wonder why. Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
That's a little funny.
I like pits though.
yeah.
Did you guys see my emo hat? It's really dark. You probably can't even tell. It's one of those.
Beanies?
Yeah, but it's got the brim on it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
used to have
toque
one of
with a
those.
brim on it.
Oh man, Hiroshi Paradox just now showed up. Where you been, Hiroshi Paradox?
I like the brim though. It's meant to keep the sun out of your eyes. It's
That's what it's
nice.
supposed to be for, yeah.
Well, these actually, like, they used them back in the day. You can buy them military surplus.
Yeah.
That's more where they come from. I don't know when they become the emo hat, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in a pop punkish emo band when I used to wear one of these all the time.
Well,
I was cool.
Whatever works. Yeah.
I was one of the fat guys in that punk rock emo pop punk band. We were cool. We had multiple fat guys. That means we had no groupies. Just weird.
3 fats and 3 chair. 3 fats, no chairs. That's the band name.
I think it will work on that art book you were talking about in my chat.
I hated it. I just thought it was funny because you had so many photos. And you're like, yep, that's me fat in a chair. That's me fat in a chair. That's me fat in a chair. And then I was like, man, he should put an art book called Fat in a Chair.
That's my aunt. If you're ever like sitting around the most unflattering thing, she will find a way to take a picture of you.
I think you had that one picture by the Lincoln Memorial, and I'm like, oh, fat and standing next to a chair.
Fat next to Abe.
Oh,
I wasn't nearly as fat back then. That was like 10 years ago.
Like there always has to be a chair in frame.
So I need somewhere to sit.
Oh my goodness.
When I went
Fat
to
down is what Dave
when I
said.
went to Washington D.C. was back when I worked at Walmart. So I walked like 3 or 4 miles every night, and I thought I was fat then. I wish I was that fat now. I'd be like probably weigh like quite a bit less.
I was gonna say Dave is saying 3 fat down, but I would say like maybe 3 pounds up would be a better.
3 pounds up.
3 days fat. Yeah. We just need to make a bunch of like parodies of like all these musicians from like the 90s is like fat.
That was my aunt. If you're ever like sitting around the most unflattering thing, she will find a way to take a picture of you. I think it will work on that art book
I don't know why. That seems like something that would catch fire.
Good.
Oh,
My mom sent me a video.
The symphony of poopies.
Oh goodness. So like Sasha has been with me like the past 4 days all the time. And I left her with mom when I came to work. So mom was trying to take her out. She called and told me about this. She's trying to take her out, and she went to get her harness and she got not the harness but the leash on her. And mom said she ran and hid from her and ran all over the house. Mom said she chased her all over the house. Her and dad were getting ready to go somewhere. She just had to tell dad to go. So dad left and she chased the dog around the house until she got her and took her outside to pee. She's like, "Do you have any trouble?" I was like, "No." I was like, "When it's time to go out, I just say, sit, Sasha." And she sits down and I put the thing on. It's so funny. Wherever I go, though, that's where she is. I went to get ready for work. I went to take a shower. I go in the bathroom, start getting ready to get in the shower, and she just lays down in front of the shower. So I take a shower and get out, and there she is laying there. No joke, if I go to poop, she comes in there and lays on the floor.
Oh no.
She's
hey,
my
the
baby
pooping
dog.
thing may lead to better things because my cat Dopey spent 15 years watching me poop, and eventually she finally made the connection and started pooping in the toilet on her own. I'm not joking either. Like
She really did.
That's funny.
I
had
never
a cat.
trained her to do that either. She just
That is awesome.
Yeah, we had a cat who, on like 3 separate occasions, we saw get up on the toilet and squat over it and use the toilet.
That's awesome.
It was weird.
I bet if I got treats, I could teach Tasha to pee in the toilet. Treat.
teach Axel lift his leg up and just arc it in there.
As long as
Axel, you go in the tub.
Dude, he's big enough. It wouldn't be a problem for him to walk over and just like stand next to the toilet, pee in it. I didn't realize, I'm used to him. I see him every day. To me, he's just a dog.
Yeah.
Man, I got Sasha, and it's like, you are a giant. I'm like, how does this dog get this big? And I knew he was like 70 pounds anyways last time. That was the last time with the vet. He's probably bigger now. I didn't realize he was such a giant.
Yeah, he is a big dog, man.
Dave says
Yeah.
you shouldn't flush cat feces because of toxoplasmosis.
Oh,
My
the hell
grandma
with
used
that.
to flush it every day for years.
You know how
decades.
many people flush drugs and meds down the toilet? I don't think these cat turds are gonna hurt anything.
Or you shouldn't flush it down the toilet because it's more
true,
than
it's
in the
true.
butt than just throwing it in the trash
But
can.
no, like in the South, we were all on septic tank anyway, so it didn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just us. We got a septic tank.
So we were isolated anyways.
I'm from the country. We got a septic tank.
We just bury this barrel full of poop in the ground.
That's right. You guys want to see a tank full of dookie? Dig your lid up.
I think the cat turds are probably the worst, the last thing you need to worry about in my septic tank. There's probably like Ebola, like Super Saiyan 4 in there at some point. Like,
Probably the chuds living down there.
yeah. We've got
But
a whole
that's what happens though. When they bite you, you just get Ebola.
At least it's not monkeypox.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not my cat.
No, that's
That must
mine.
be. Oh. I was going to
That's
say,
why-
I'll claim the other one, but not that one.
Oh lordy.
And then it was just kind of funny that I ended up getting a new bunny a girl, and you just suddenly end up getting a new girl dog too. I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of strange.
Like what's weird is I'm in a couple of different husky groups on Facebook, and this one husky group, somebody goes, "Yeah, I've got this husky I need to rehome, and I'm in Jamestown, Tennessee," and I'm like, "What?" Because Jamestown's the smallest town on the planet. I'm like, seriously? What are the odds somebody in Jamestown, Tennessee has a husky, they want to rehome? And then she took the post down, and I thought, well, somebody went and got the husky, or they went and met somebody, whatever. And then what was it, Friday? No, last Wednesday, she posted another ad. And so I'd already talked to mom and dad about watching, because they babysit for me when I'm gone. And Dad's like, yeah, if you want to get it, we'll watch it. And I was like, okay. So I got it. I just couldn't help myself. After I was real apprehensive, and then when I went and met him and let Axel and her run around and saw her, I just had to take her home. There wasn't no way I could leave her after that.
Yeah, I got this bunny Appa by somebody had made a post in a Facebook group, and I responded to it, and I guess somebody else had already beat me to the punch, because they're like taking like a huge 5-month vacation or something. I don't know, but they're staying away so long that they're just like, we just got to get rid of the rabbit.
Yeah.
But she was young and everything. But anyways, just a week or so goes by, and then last minute I get a direct message from them, and they're like, hey, did you still want that rabbit? Because that person fell through at the last second. She has to go by Saturday. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll take her. At least the rabbits I really don't even have to see, man. I know it's gonna be cute.
Yeah.
Could you imagine showing up to get a dog or something, Doug, and he's got prison tattoos, and he's making meth, and he's just a bad dog.
Well, my biggest problem was I had to make sure Axel was going to get along with it.
Oh yeah,
because he's kind of picky. What's hilarious about Axel is he got along with it fine. I brought Sasha home. Ain't no big deal. He's like, whatever. Then at some point, it's a few hours later when it starts getting dark, he realizes Sasha lives there, I guess.
Yeah,
he's like, is she not going home? Boy, he didn't like her for a couple of days. He wouldn't be mean to her, but if she come up to me, he'd growl at her, stay away from me. She'd walk up to me, he'd growl and walk away. Just kept ignoring her. Now she'll just run and she follows him wherever he goes. She always has. And now when he comes up, she runs and jumps on him, and he starts growling, and he starts jumping. You think they're killing each other, but
yeah, sometimes dogs fight not play fight like that, and it sounds a lot worse than what it is.
Yeah, those huskies they're real bad. A lot of people at dog parks, they'll get oh, my dog got attacked by a husky. The husky's playing. Huskies play rough. It's all that wolf DNA. I mean, Axel, man, he's Axel and Sasha both just the sweetest dogs. I've never seen dogs they're just so sweet. Wouldn't do anything they don't snap at you or nothing. I mean, it blows my mind how sweet they are. My mom and dad's huskies, they're kind of poop heads.
What makes me mad is when people are just stupid and predisposed to thinking oh, this breed's gonna be super dangerous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's really bad with pit bulls because those are very sweet and loving and loyal dogs, and just because a few people decide to take advantage of their physique. But anyways, what makes me mad is nobody's out there protesting the most aggressive dogs out there, which is poodles and chihuahuas.
I agree with chihuahuas, man.
Yeah, they're bad for aggression.
They got little man syndrome real bad.
Man,
Yeah.
there's one time I was riding my bike and I'd ride by this house with the Chihuahua, and the Chihuahua comes out just spitting mad, trying to chase me down. I wasn't scared of it or anything, but I was scared that it was going to get so crazy, it was going to get under my tire and I was going to run it over.
Oh,
And I'm like, you need to calm down.
you're gonna kill yourself.
But
had
it was pissed off at me.
I had a friend in elementary school, and he lived right up the road from me, so we'd go play football at his house. And he had a Chihuahua, and one day they let it out, and it ran straight to me and bit me on the leg.
Oh,
I no joke, I punted it because I didn't know what it was. I like freaked out. I don't
That
think they
is
were very happy
like a
about it.
chupacabra. It's like,
That area that the smaller an animal is, the more like super ferocious they're going to get when they
yeah.
want to get mad because they got to put everything into fighting back.
Yeah.
I hate them with fiery passion.
I'm eating jelly beans.
But yeah, like that's what they like. You were talking about being scared you'd run it over. That's what they get scares people. I come across like aggressive little dogs. It's not that I'm scared that this little piece of crap is going to do any damage to me. I'm scared that I'm going to accidentally kill it and somebody's going to sue me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everybody who has a Chihuahua is super, super crazy about the Chihuahua.
It's true.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to splat your dog, but you know.
I remember one time I went to vocational school, and I rode with this dude. Like, we went to high school together, and we was going to vocational school at the same time, so we would just ride with each other. And I was riding with him one day, and these people are like running towards the road, and he's like, "What are those people doing?" And about that time, he hit their dog.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, they just run right over, and he's like, "Oh no, I got to stop! I got to stop!" Those people came running at us with their fists like this. I said, "Go, go, go, go!" He's like, "I feel bad." I was like, "Yeah, but they're going to get mad. They're going to call the cops, and they're going to kill us."
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I did feel bad that he ran over their dog, but man, well, they were mad at us. It wasn't our fault. They were trying to go to school. Dave said, "What number of Chihuahuas is too many to fight off? 20, 40?
I don't know.
Can you imagine like a zombie apocalypse, but it's nothing but Chihuahuas?"
I think
Oh,
we
no.
should do like a GoFundMe so you guys can just like throw me in the center of like a gladiator arena and then just like try to overwhelm me with as many Chihuahuas as you possibly can. And I got to kill them all with my bare hands.
all you need is a hockey stick and just start hitting them like pucks.
All I got is a loincloth, man. I did bare hands. That's
I
it.
feel like I want to.
No socks.
I feel like I want to do a comic book now that's like a parody of The Walking Dead, but it's just Chihuahuas.
the yapping dead. Is that what
Yeah, the yapping dead. That's so funny.
It's like the Taco Bell Chihuahua, you'll kill
Like instead
braids.
of walkers, like they just slowly butt scoot towards you.
Zombie apocalypse where it's all pugs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You can't tell which ones are
The
zombies and which ones are normal. They all got messed up, bugged out eyes and stuff. It's like, oh no, his eye popped out. Does that mean he's dead or he's alive? I don't know.
Poor pugs.
I'm not. I mean, I like the huskies and stuff like that. I'd like to get a husky, but as far as breeds, beyond what I don't like, I'm not really peculiar about. Like, I know some people like have like a super affection for particular breeds, and I like all dogs for the most part, man.
Yeah.
I like them all, but like I do have like a soft spot for huskies, and I've always wanted a wiener dog,
Me too.
a miniature one though.
Me too.
Well, you had one.
LB.
Yeah. Yeah, we had
That
a
was the
Chiweenie.
Ah, okay.
But he was a wiener dog mixed with a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
But he was actually, he wasn't that bad. He was a nice dog.
What about rankle dogs?
But those wiener dogs can be like really aggressive, and they can get the separation anxiety really bad too.
Yeah.
You know, the huskies got that really bad.
Yeah.
That's why Axel's got it. That's why he had to go stay with mom and dad when I went to work.
But I do love those wiener dogs when they're just like a log of fat. That's all they are. Like you even pick them up and they have like I don't know how to describe how they even feel, man, because they have so much extra skin. That's just
Yeah.
Fat with skin.
yeah.
Not as much extra skin as rankle dogs, though.
Oh yeah.
I had boxers, so yeah.
Always have mutts.
Well, I had a mutt growing up, but when I used to have boxers. But
All
fortunately,
my
those
dogs
dogs
I just found out in the wild, and I'm taking
Yeah.
you home.
taking you home, buddy. Come on, yeah. Going on an adventure.
I don't think I've ever paid for any pet that I have.
No.
They're always
Yeah.
free. The
Like
ducks at the park are free, Doug.
I paid for mine, but it's just around here. You know, I live in the meth belt,
Mm-hmm.
and so most people want like a little rehoming fee just so they know that you're not. You
Yeah,
know,
Just
I've
so they
done
can
that too.
make some
Like
money for their meth.
when we were helping getting rid of bears, brothers and sisters, if you remember, Mrs. Skinny. But yeah, we did that too. But I'm just saying, like personally, it's just odd that I've charged other people. But most of the time, we just waive the fee when they show up. We're just like, we just wanted to see if you were legit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And keep the
Like
money.
when I got Sasha, that woman, I was like, she wanted to see if I think she honestly just wanted to see if we'd show up when she mentioned the rehoming fee. I was like, well, how much do you want? And she said, well, you know, like if you want to give me like $50, you know, whatever. I went ahead and just gave her $100.
Mhm.
I don't know, she took really good care of the dog and stuff, and I feel like that was a little way I could show her that I really wanted the dog and was going to take care of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I won't buy new socks or new underwear or spend $100 on clothes, but I'll get a dog or a gun or a guitar.
Yeah, I know my pets live better than I do sometimes, man.
Mine definitely.
Yeah, mine are spoiled, man. They're so spoiled.
I had a coworker whose dog got cancer, so they were like super pampering it, and they were like buying really high end like ground buffalo to feed the dog while they were just eating crap. Like the dog was living a lot better than they were.
And it had cancer.
Yeah, it had cancer. They were just taking it to like they spent like probably over $10,000 on weird new age dog treatments and stuff too.
I would have just put it down and went to Disney World. I mean, it's got cancer. It's a death sentence already. Like, yeah, a vet can extend its life and stuff, but is that really going to be a life worth living for that animal? I mean, like, can we know how much pain it's going through? Like,
Yeah.
They were really, really super into their dogs. Like,
it's like, I don't know, man. Like, there's a point where you gotta let some things go, and it does happen.
They did
Mhm.
like a funeral where they sang songs and read scripture and spread its
I'm not
ashes
gonna
in
lie.
the
When my
park and
dog dies,
stuff.
I'm probably gonna have it a funeral too.
There you go, man.
I'm probably gonna cry like a baby.
And
Yeah,
then-
I get that, man. But
And then she
like,
got a tattoo of the dog on her, and
I thought about doing that already. He ain't dead yet.
it made T-shirts and tried to get everybody at work to wear them as a
Man, I
memorial and stuff.
wouldn't expect people to do that.
It was very awkward.
yeah,
I am thinking
yeah,
about
no,
trying
we're
to get
talking
people.
about an extreme here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying to get people to buy Axel shirts right now while he's still alive and healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug is
I was. They're
clothing,
like,
clothing his clients in Axel shirts. But
they were like, "Don't you want to wear a T-shirt?" I'm like, "No, that's kind of weird." Like, yeah, you didn't really know her that well, so I'm like, "Yeah."
Kind of morbid. Here's my dead dog. Wear this shirt with my dead dog on it. When I die, I want you all to wear T-shirts with my picture on it.
we'll fuck do it.
Do that.
We'll
for
do
me.
it. We'll do it. We'll do
I'm
it.
gonna wear underwear with your picture on.
There you go. I want
But
my face on the butt.
inside,
Right.
on the inside.
On the-
I want it right under the skid mark.
Yeah.
We're gonna put,
It'll look like you got a brown tongue, Doug.
I want it to look like I'm a brown person.
Just be F.C. Simmons.
Oh.
Oh man.
then
I'd be like,
50
how do you know Doug's skin was that dark?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a skid mark.
Then 30 years from now, Doug will be in a comic and they'll draw him as a black man.
They'll start confusing you with G.G. Allen because they found my sick underwear.
In the future, the aliens that are investigating the planet will find Skinny's underwear, and they'll have my picture with the skid mark on it. I'll become some kind of future messiah to aliens. But they'll think I was black.
Or at least covered in poop.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe both.
One of the aliens holds up the underwear. It's like, "Look, brothers, it is the man of poop."
Why do these people rub poop on their face?
And then they start saying that they're going to go take a Doug.
I can think of no greater honor than to be
Gotta go
named
drop
Yeah.
Doug.
after a poop.
Then they go and
Greasy Doug.
then they go and try to clone him from the feces, and Skinny pops out, and they're like, "Who the heck is this guy?"
Yeah, but Skinny would be like poop colored because he would be a clone from his poop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, though. Yeah.
I'd have like sweet corn for teeth.
There was this news article probably.
My eyes would just be like some nuts or something. The space peanuts, I guess.
There was this news article about 10 or 12 years ago about some like Japanese scientists that were saying we found a way to make artificial meat by recycling sewer mud. Man, the comments on that article were the best. Like, oh man, there's some corn in my steak. Or,
Oh no.
Well, that'd be corn-fed beef, wouldn't it? How come every one of these streams turns into a poop stream?
I just want everybody to know this time I didn't start it.
I didn't either.
For once.
It was my fault.
You should have
I
done
did
better.
it. My back's been bothering me, and I laughed so hard my back popped. I think it might be better now.
There
Well,
you
that's
go.
good.
It's either going to be better or worse.
Oh
I'll
no.
probably be crippled tomorrow.
You need to date you a chiropractor.
I get one of his clients to suplex him on the table. That's all it has. Yeah. There you go.
I could just go to the doctor and they could get me hooked on pain pills.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Or sign up for that thing Amazon's doing with their new doctor service where you don't even have to go to a doctor. They just fill it for you.
I'm sure that's
Amazon Prime Doctor.
Hey, it's something. They keep sending me emails about it.
Yeah.
Last time, like when I wrecked and it hurt my back real bad, I went to the ER. They give me some really strong muscle relaxers. Then, like it was still bothering me real bad, so I went back to the doctor, and they just tried to give me more muscle relaxers. I was like, I still have plenty of muscle relaxers. I'm going, you sure you don't need some more? I'm like, I'm sure. I'm like, my whole body's full of muscles, right? I'm gonna take too many muscle relaxers. Something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, you might like take a nap, Doug.
I was like, I take 5 of these, and maybe your heart will take a break for a while.
Maybe
your lungs
no
will
big
quit
deal,
working.
man.
You're like, is my heart
Nap,
muscle
nap.
too?
Maybe
relaxed.
maybe your brain go brain dead.
Nah, it's just a sleep apnea, man.
Sleep apnea is a pain in the butt.
It is.
My mom thinks I have it.
Yeah.
I think I was just too fat.
Do you
Since I've
snore?
lost-
That's kind of how you get it.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Well, since I've lost some weight, I sleep like $1 million now.
Do you
Yeah, so
have
you haven't.
tonsils?
Yeah, I do have tonsils.
Yeah. Get them removed. And your adenoids. It'll change your life, bud.
I don't ever go to the doctor. I'm just going to eventually die from not
They
going
wanna
to the
No,
doctor.
Doug, what you're not understanding. She means you gotta go get your Rambo knife and like cut those things out, like right now on
Take
stream.
a gun and just shoot them out.
Yeah. Just make sure you use a small caliber like it's 22.
22,
You know?
yeah. I'll download some diagrams and find out where it's at. And be like,
Make sure it can't penetrate your skull.
Shoot it
You know?
with
So that way,
pellets.
worst case scenario, it bounces around and turns your head into soup.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shoot it with
Yeah,
a
when I-
BB. That's like
When I got tested for sleep apnea, they're like, okay, we looked at your test. This thing shows that you stop breathing about 140 times an hour when you sleep. I'm like, okay, what's normal? They're like, it's normal for like 2 or 3 times, so you should be dead right now. We need to get you on the machine.
Oh, I know, man. It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Y'all got me thinking I should go in and get tested.
I mean, if you feel like you're sleeping all right, I wouldn't worry about it. But
But like if you ever wake up and you're still tired and you have real bad headaches and stuff like that, you probably
my
should go get
problem
tested.
was I was getting to where I couldn't sleep for like more than 1 hour a night. And then when I was driving into work, I kept feeling like I was falling asleep. It was like a painful struggle to stay awake.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I need to go get this dealt with.
Yeah.
I've had times like that, but I feel like it was more caused by stress.
I think that's what's causing mine right now. But
But I smoke a lot of herb now.
Actually, I think I went in because feels like I have a harder time breathing now that I'm so fat than I used to. I'm like, is there something we can do about this? Because I can only breathe if I'm sleeping on my side. If I try to sleep on my back, I'm going to suffocate. And they're like, we'll get you tested for sleep apnea. I'm like, okay, you fix that part, but I still don't feel like I'm breathing very well when I'm awake. And they're like, don't worry about it. Okay.
your body will be fine. So, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Like I sleep on my back every night now, and I think the last time I had COVID, I scarred my lungs because I cough a lot in my sleep, and sometimes like it's just nasty mucus and blood comes out of my mouth in the morning. It's nasty.
Yeah.
I
That's
deal with
not
a lot of
good.
mucus, but I don't deal with blood on the usual.
I think.
Well, I mean, like if you cough a lot, you'll have some blood in your.
Yeah.
Flyfox says compared to me, he's fat. Well, like everybody's fat compared to me. Like,
This is true.
And when I was a kid, I was the skinny kid, and then that stopped at some point. I was a fat kid.
I just still have a crazy metabolism. I eat like crap, dude. Like I was eating like Doritos and nacho cheese yesterday, and had some pizza. So I mean, I'm not really cutting back on anything. I'm just blessed with the worms and the bacteria that are probably
You're like Frau in Futurama. You ate one of those gas station sandwiches, and now you're skinny forever.
yeah.
Except it made him smart.
Mine ain't kicked in yet.
That's right.
You just got the worms that keep you skinny.
I just got those. Got those parasites in there. I think it's like comic coagulant or something like that, like CG for short. I don't know. That was a terrible joke, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've had people in my family. They're like, "You look like your great grandfather." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool,
There you go.
all right."
See, you would be selling more comics right now, Doug, if you got the entire country of Chile to attack you. Yeah.
How can I get all Chile mad at
So
me?
you shouldn't think small game like Chile. You
Yeah.
gotta go for the big one. You gotta
China.
go like
Yeah.
hit China.
What if I just pretend that I've been blacklisted and cry about that for years
And then
while
go
not
work,
being blacklisted at all?
then go work for the industry. Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you could be like, Zelensky and be like, Russia's invading me, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Guys,
So-
I need more money to get Russia to stop invading me.
yeah.
Apparently, in Russia, there are these like billboards and advertising signs that say they're for it's like a dementia support hotline kind of thing, and it's got a picture of Biden and Zelensky hugging.
That's funny.
But it
Nice.
sounds like the signs are really being put up, but they're kind of a hoax because the phone number on them goes to the U.S. Embassy.
Oh, so it's not even a hoax. It's just
It's like it's not an internet hoax. It's the Russians are being funny kind of hoax.
Okay.
I saw some it was supposed Russian propaganda, and it was like a Russian couple like flying to the States, and then they see like some woman who speaks like English from the States is also like referring to herself as like a him or whatever, and just all this other insanity. And they're like, no, we're getting off the plane. This is too weird.
There's a radio show in Russia that I've heard clips on this podcast I listen to, where it's like a prank call radio show, and they will find a way to get into speaking with Congress people like Pelosi or whoever, and they talk like, oh, we're part of the ambassadors team in Ukraine or Russia. We want to talk to you about da 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 da. And then they just start talking crazy nonsense and get it all recorded. And it works over and over. So.
Huh.
So you're at 11:51 on your campaign, Doug.
Yeah, 11:51.
Nice.
I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, that's good numbers, man.
I mean, I'd really like to make like $1 million, but I'm content with small victories.
Exactly.
Hey Doug, I found that thing.
Hang on, let me scroll up.
Когда он хотел это сделать?
В
I
Америку
clicked on it.
летите?
It just takes a minute.
Да. Переезжаем.
Америка
My
самая
Chromebook's not
свободная
good.
страна. Страна возможностей. Вы с мужем летите? Да, мы вместе. Он сейчас подойдет. А вот и мой муж. Знакомьтесь. Эмили. Простите, мистер. Пассажиры позади вас вегетарианцы. Им неприятно, что при них употребляют мясо.
Мы же их не заставляем это.
Простите, но в США принято придерживаться принципа демократии. Позвольте, я это заберу.
Парень, тут очередь в туалет.
What do you want?
В очередь, говорю, встань в туалет.
I want to go to the toilet.
Простите, мистер, что случилось?
Да вот парень без очереди лезет тут.
И что? Вы не хотите его пропустить?
Я?
Конечно, конечно. Его надо пропустить. Мы подождем. Его народ долгие годы терпел притеснение белых. Мы перед теми афроамериканцами в долгу. Простите нас, сэр.
Прошу вас. Вы не могли бы пересесть в носовую часть самолета?
В смысле, я один?
Нет, 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 вы все трое.
Зачем?
Там сзади пара, они child-free. Дело в том, что ваш сын попадает в поле их зрения, и это вызывает у них дискомфорт.
Прости, матушка Россия! Мы возвращаемся!
You know what's sad is we're heading that way.
I'm not necessarily pro Russia, but I thought that video was freaking hilarious, man.
It's it's funny because I mean, like that's where we're heading, man.
You do see people who act like that last part that they get real offended by the existence of children.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I'm child free because children are. Da, 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 da.
well, they should kill themselves because they were children once.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just reminds me of that, what was it, the Chappelle skit, Clayton Bigsby, where he was the black KKK member, but he was blind. And he's like, but then after they tell him that he's black, he ends up hanging himself.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, but like all of that is kind of true to a degree. Like, it's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like everybody put politeness over freedom.
Well, it's not just politeness. It's
Like-
like you have no freedom. You have to adhere to some kind of weirdo.
Yeah.
It's America. I can do what I want as long as I ain't hurting anybody else. Eating meat and having children and stuff, not hurting anybody. If you don't like things, just stay home. Be a weirdo by yourself.
It's the same
Don't
thing with the goofs shit too.
Yeah,
If you're that scared, just stay home. Don't
exactly.
bother nobody. You can get your groceries delivered. Now you
Yeah,
got
I'll call
Uber
for it.
Eats and stuff, so stay home. Us
Yeah.
normal people live our lives unaffected.
It's normal people go to work.
It was scary, man. Everybody I knew got out of work because they were non-essential and they got paid to be out of work. And I was essential, and I had to still take my crappy pay.
My job tried to make people work these really like stupid long shifts, and they ended up getting sued by somebody.
They gave us $1 raise for like 2 months, I think. And like their profits quadrupled.
Well, during all that mess, the rich just got richer and the poor got poorer.
Yeah, because I still, even as a manager at Big Lots at that time, I wasn't even making enough to live on my own. I still had to rely on my wife working to pay the bill. Put a roof over our head and stuff. It was crazy. Meanwhile, all those fat cats and the corporate guys get to enjoy record-breaking profits.
Yeah.
They gave me like $300. I guess that's nice. If that's their definition of profit sharing, what percentile am I getting? Is it like 0.0001?
It's not much.
It ain't crap. See, what should have happened is like the essential workers should have been paid too, on top of everybody else. Like, the hell with it. You're giving everybody else free money. Why not the people who are actually putting in some work?
Right.
And then now they're doing like the student debt, and I guess they're suggesting that they forgive debt for people of color and other minorities before us privileged folks.
Well, did you hear about, what was it, San Francisco? They're wanting to pay black people $5 million in reparations and all this stuff.
I mean, my people were slaves. Where's my $5 million?
Dude, like this guy on Twitter, I wish I could find him again. He was sharing the original slave. He had this history book he was posting things out of, and was talking about how the Moors were the first slave traders, and the Moors were black, and they had captured Irish people and were selling them into slavery before the African slave trade ever existed.
Yep.
See, and I remember that
nobody wants to talk about Irish slaves. Anytime you bring it up, everybody's just like, "Oh, that's just indentured servitude. That's different."
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Or something to that effect. Which there's still remnants of them in like the Caribbean, because they ended up like inbreeding and stuff. So there's like people with like speaking in like whatever Caribbean language, but with an Irish accent out there. Or at least back in the 70s, they still had them out there.
There's a bunch of people in the Caribbean that love taters.
But I think Thomas Sowell. Anyways, that really smart black guy was talking about it.
Dave says they better give away that money before it becomes worthless.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're counting on. Like $5 million will be like, like $5 or something by that point. Be like the peso. I'll get paid like $2 million a week to come to my job, and that won't be enough for a loaf of bread. Good thing I don't eat bread anymore.
Bread is for the weak. At least you're prepared for communism.
That's right. Well, I mean, if I was really prepared, I'd just be able to live off not eating food at all.
Right.
I guess I need to start cultivating mass and building up a reserve.
Need to start learning to eat bugs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of mass so that if when economic downfall happens and everything goes to crap and they come and try to steal what little I have, and I might be able to like fight a couple of them off. The ones I don't shoot. Then I'm gonna get banned off YouTube for saying that and doing that.
Probably.
Couldn't wait to go home. I still got a couple of hours though. Oh, we've been streaming for an hour and a half though.
That's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
would
think-
look at, let's see.
I
got
think
my
I'm about ready to
multiple,
get
though.
off here. Just be honest with everybody.
I should probably get going soon too.
I'm going to drop another link in the chat real quick.
Oh, no. You've reached your quota, man. Like,
Doing it.
no more lakes.
Doing
No,
it.
I'm just joking. Zookeeper arrested after trying to molest 500-pound male gorilla.
Oh my Lord. Ugh. What? Where do these people come from?
Oh, it's in San Diego.
Of course it is.
He felt
Oh,
really, really bad for Harambe, and he wanted to give something back to the gorillas. That's all.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, I'm ready to go. Anybody got anything they want to say before we go?
Chicken butt.
Chicken butt.
Chicken booty.
All I want to say is thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, and Mackerel Wolf. 2, not 1.
I was singing that before everybody got here earlier.
Yeah, this one goes out to Harambe.
Harambe.
That's when the world went dark.
It is. They killed Harambe and the world went to poop.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ending the stream. Good night, all you people out there in the internet land.
Oh.
Good morning,
Bye.
guys.
Go
on the
back,
other side
Lone
of the
Wolf, and stuff. Do things.